Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I'm back again for another Samurai Jack Season 5 review, and today we have Episode 3, Episode 53 to be, or 54 to be precise. So here's the thing, I know I just live streamed a couple of hours ago, but I tried to record this, and unfortunately it would not give, so yeah. I think I may have to clear up some storage space because I could only record for 21 minutes and then the recording would stop. So unfortunately, I cannot upload a pre-recorded episode without shortening my reviews, and I like to go in depth. So yeah, the episode just ended a couple of minutes ago, probably about, I don't know, like 20 minutes. And so understand this isn't a Q&A, this is just a live review, so I unfortunately will not be able to look through most of your guys' comments. If I don't, please understand that I'm not avoiding them, I'm not ignoring them, I just want to get this done so you guys can enjoy. So yeah, so if you haven't seen this episode, spoilers ahead because I watch it live on cable, on TV, so you can either go ahead and watch it live, or you can, of course, watch it on Adult Swim's website. But with all of that being said, let's just go ahead. I've had to unfortunately explain this twice, so I'm unfortunately gonna have to do a rapid fire thoughts, but give my in-depth thoughts later. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, or hell, you do know, this takes place after the last episode. Jack is still bleeding. He basically comes. He's basically hurt. We've never seen him hurt this way before, and it's very hard, it's very difficult, and he's just trying to survive. And then he gets to this cave where, again, he's hurt, he's trying to tend to his wound, he takes the dagger out, and he stitches himself up. But while he's passing out from blood loss, he's visited by his old self, or his conscience, and he's basically telling him, look, the wound should not be bothering you. You've had worse before. But he reminds him, oh, so this is that's why not. That's not why you're hurting. You're hurting because you've taken a life. Well then, basically, if that's the case, then yeah, it is a surprise because you've never had to kill a human before. So you've basically had to kill dozens and dozens of robots, but you've never had to kill a human before. So yeah, basically we see that once again, Jack passes out after talking to himself, and he's visited by, surprise, surprise, it's the White Wolf from the last episode. Turns out, yeah, he's alive, he's not dead, and he heals Jack. Well, he doesn't just heals Jack, he takes care of Jack. He feeds him, he's there for him, and we see that, again, with no dialogue, we see how quickly the wolf and Jack become friends. They're so similar because of what happened last episode that they have a good kinship. So, yes, then after that, we actually see that Jack has a flashback that he remembers going on an escort trip with his father, and he basically sees his father he basically sees his father have to defend him and his family because a group of assassins tried to kill them, and Jack's father, being the Pacino warrior he is, he gives them a choice. So, yeah. Oh, sorry guys. That was my live TV. So, yeah, anyway, after that, we basically see that Jack's father takes out the assassins. He utters what Jack utters later on, and he basically kills them. And this is the first time Jack is seeing blood. He is seeing extreme violence, and he's never seen this before. So I like on how they explain it. They don't just say, oh yeah, Jack has never seen blood before. No, they do explain it. It's just Jack now remembers it. So then after that, we basically see that, yeah, after Jack is fully healed, him and the wolf, they heal their wounds, and we also get these awesome images of both of them covered in blood. It's very awesome. So then after that, they're both healed, they go on their ways, they, of course, yeah, that's basically it. They go on their ways, and Jack gets ready to face the daughters. And then basically we see that the daughters of Aku, they're trying to track down Jack, but before they do that, they finally get out of the cave ruins. And for those of you wondering, okay, after what just happened to Jack, are they gonna now want to make this personal? No, because if you remember in the first episode, they were taught one very important thing. If one of them dies, they should not get emotional about it. If they die, it's failure. It's death is failure for them. So they don't mourn her, they don't mourn their sister, they don't bury her, they just leave, they carry her out and they leave her. That is very, very emotionalist, but it makes sense with their characters. Again, I cannot read your guys' comments, so I apologize, but I do like on how you guys are giving your thoughts, so thank you very much, and I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. So yeah, then we basically see that, okay, it takes days, and if you all are wondering, okay, how the hell long is this episode taking place? Well, this episode goes through 2 weeks, I'm not kidding you, well, I don't think it's 2 weeks, but let's just assume that it's weeks. Because Jack has to heal up and the daughters of Aku got to escape and find him. So within the span of days or weeks, we see that Jack and the assassins are going through their separate trials to find each other. The assassins, or the daughters, they basically follow Jack's bloodstream, or, his blood on the river, and they eventually find him. And we get to one of my favorite moments. Again, let me know what your guys' thoughts was, not only in this stream, but in the comments. We basically get to one of my favorite scenes. We see that the daughters are on the island as Jack, and they think they hear Jack, but it turns out, no, they don't. They actually see a deer, and they don't know what this creature is, but Ashi, yes, the main one, Ashi was told that there are other creatures, but this is their first time seeing them. They've never seen other creatures. So they basically are very, I don't want to say freaked out, but it's very strange to them. It's very strange and alien to them. And that's the thing. They were never taught. The only creature they know about is Jack. They don't know about animals. They don't know about robots. They don't know about anything else. But, well, they have to. Because they were trained. But you get my point. They don't know about animals. So we basically see when they see this deer, this female deer, it's like they're seeing something new for the first time. And the voice acting by Tara Strong and Grey DeLise is very good. And then they see this male deer. He walks up and they think it's Aku. So they're saying that, oh, Aku will destroy this creature. But then, and this is one of my favorite parts, they see the deers kiss, or rubbing their noses together, but you all get my point. They see this, and they're wondering, what is this? Why are they doing this? So they don't know about love. They don't know about intimacy. And, of course, you can make sex jokes right here, but if not, thank you. So, yeah, they don't know what love is. They don't know how people, they don't know how people fall in love. They don't know about lovemaking. They don't know about they don't know about 100% pure love. And that's very fascinating to see. So their reactions and their voice expressions, the way they express their words, it's very interesting to see. Oh, thank you. Anyway, so yes, they are just, it's very strange to them, and I wish I could just explain this. You just have to see it for yourself, but it's so amazing to see that these killers, they finally see something that's not their target, and it's very alien, strange to them, and they're just fascinated. So it would have been interesting, this is what I would have liked to see, that maybe in the span of those days they were looking for Jack, they slowly find out what animals are. Again, would have been nice, but hey, you know what it is. So yeah, but it was just nice to see them get exposed to this new life. So, or not new life, but just, yeah, new life in general. They see what these creatures are, they find out what love is, just like how Jack finds out what, violence was, extreme violence, and it was just very nice. And then, of course, after that, they find Jack. And this leads to again, my second favorite fights of this new season. We see, and this is actually a callback to Jack versus the ninja. You remember that robot ninja that blended into the darkness and Jack blended into the light and they fought each other? Yeah, it's just like that, but except now the characters are the only ones that sticks out. And it's complete whiteness and snow, and it's just amazing. And then finally, we see Jack kill them. He kills two of them by surprise. Now they're being hunted. And if you're wondering why is Jack now okay, because I know you all have questions, why is Jack now okay with killing people, especially humans? Well, he had another flashback to his father taking care of him and getting all that blood off. And he tells him that, look, son, sometimes your reflection shows who you are. You can't deny it. So, in layman's terms, in simple terms, Jack's father told him that it's okay to kill people, but only, and I say only, if you have to. If you have no other choice, then yes, you unfortunately have to take lives, even if it's human. So, yeah, and Jack doesn't kill them dishonorably. He actually, if you saw, he tells them, look, life has led you here, fate has led you to where I am, and you have two choices. But I'll give you a new choice. You can either walk away, you can live, and continue on with your lives, or you can stay here and face your destiny. So Jack others his father. He now remembers what his father taught him, what he told him, and now his mentality is back to where, okay, he has no problem killing humans like he does robots, and also consider the fact that it took him weeks to come to this realization. So it's not like, okay, he's now okay with killing robots like that, killing humans like that. No, it took time. So I do like that. So Jack is not killing them without honor and without mercy. He does grant them that at the beginning, because that shows the parallels between the two of them. Jack was raised to be honorable and always show mercy and companionship to his enemies, even if it's ones that he shouldn't. But he does. The only one he shouldn't show mercy to is Aku. Aku is not gonna be, Jack is not gonna grant him mercy. He's gonna kill him, but that's understandable. But the assassins, the daughters, they were raised to never show mercy, to never give companionship. They were raised with the mentality that if you grant someone mercy, it makes you look weak. If you die, it's your failing. So they do not have the same mentality as Jack. So it shows the parallels between the two characters, and I like that. I very much do. And then, of course, we see this awesome badass fight, and it's just super amazing. My eyes are glued to the screen. I love seeing battles like this. And then, of course, Jack kills them off again, and then it's down to 3. And we see them literally become one person, because in the first episode, their mother said, you are 7, but you wear the faces of 1. And they become one person with 3 arms, and they're still battling Jack. Jack's still adapting. He's still keeping up. And he's not slowing down. This time, they're trying to bring him off guard. So now they're evenly matched, and they fight each other towards this tree branch, and then they basically, 3 of them, below this branch is a pit with stalactite spikes. And then it shows us the final 3. And one of them tries to kill Jack, doesn't really go well. He just tosses them off after she bleeds, so I don't really think she's dead, but she's gotta be after falling down from a fall like that. And then there are 2 more. And I know you guys had to mark out just as much as I did. When Jack kills the second to last daughter, he punches her with his bare fist. He punches her face like this. You see a crack in her face, in her mask, and her neck snaps. He punched her so hard, her neck snapped. That was so fucking brutal and badass. And it shows the creative ways Jack can kill people. So, yeah, literally, that was fucking awesome. And then, of course, Jack fights the last assassin, which is Ashi. And, at this point, we all thought, because this is what me and Mrs. Kenobi predicted, and I'm sure you guys did too, that 6 daughters were going to die. The main one, Ashi, was either going to be redeemed and join Jack, or just go along her way and think about what's happened, or she's going to basically want to kill Jack even more after her sisters have died. But this episode pulled a complete 180 on us. It instead decided to have Ashi face Jack. She's hanging off the ledge, and she's telling him, you can't escape. Aku's gonna kill you. She's basically saying how much she hates him. And then Jack unties the chain, lets it go, and Ashi falls. And then after that, Jack falls, and that's where the episode ends. So yeah, the next episode preview is gonna have Jack try and get out of wherever he is with all these weird creatures and acid. So yeah, guys, what can I say about this episode? This proves that this should have been a 3-part movie, because each part of this new season has been so good. Now, I know some of you, I agree. He probably will get the sword, but either way, let's talk about it. So yes, I know some of you were looking forward to seeing maybe the Daughters of Aku for a little bit longer, but we also have to remember that this season is 10 episodes, and because of that, we're not gonna see much of the daughters. In fact, I don't even think, now, I personally, and I know you guys must agree, I don't know if Ashi is dead. Now, is she alive? Probably. Maybe we'll see her come back, you never know. It would have been nice if Gindi would have been okay with working on another season, but if this does get picked up for another season, maybe something will change, but we don't know. It is going to end with season 5, but with this, we don't know. So, yeah, then after that, of course, I loved on how, even though it was 3 episodes, we got to see how these new villains got character development. We got to see, other than Aku, because you guys gotta remember that, since episode 1, most of the villains get 1 episode to give them character development and make them 3-dimensional characters. But Aku has been the only character from season 1, episode 1, that has continued to get a 3-dimensional character arc. So Aku is not a 1-dimensional villain. He actually has depth to him, but he was the only one who had that amount of character development because he's the main villain. But the Daughters of Aku, for being new villains for this season, for the first 3 halves for the 3 episodes of this new season, it was very nice. I was very compelled by them. They had good character development. We actually cared about them. I know, we are going to see the Scotsman. But that's also a reason why, unfortunately, because this is Jack's story, we're not going to see other characters join him, other than maybe the Scotsman, but even then, I don't think that's going to be a stretch. So, yeah, but it was nice that you cared about the daughters. You felt bad for them. You felt bad for the choices that led them to this moment, and it was nice to see how fascinating and interesting they were. So I gotta give props to Gindi and his team for really working very hard to give us good 3-dimensional villainous, even though, yeah, only one of them we eventually cared about. So it would have been nice if maybe in a flashback we got to see more character development for each assassin besides Ashi, the main one. But, hey, what are you gonna do? So, yes, the scene with them, again, discovering what animals and love is, that's one of my favorite scenes because it stands out very much. The flashback with younger Jack, it was so good to see that again, and I just loved it so much. And then, of course, the fight itself. The fights in this season are just as better as they've ever been. So they're not too short, and they're not too long. They're just in the middle. So I like on how the fights are probably under 10 minutes. So it's enough time. So yes, I do like that. And once again, the voice acting for this episode, very much on point. Everybody did a good job. And I just loved on how this brought a satisfying conclusion to the daughters. Now, again, yes, we don't know if Ashi is dead, but if she is, her and her sisters were very good villains for the start of this new season. They were very much good characters. You cared about each of them, but as I said, I just would have liked if maybe we got more with them. You never know. I mean, it just would have been nice. But since this isn't 13 episodes, it's only 10, we have to make do. So, yeah, 3 episodes, amazing. This should have been a movie. This should have just been a 3-part, hour-long movie like the original was, but I don't care. I love this episode. It was just, it's continuing to show that, yeah, a continuation like this can have dramatic and amazing results. So, yeah, yeah, pretty much that's it. This show is proving something that I think other networks need to take note of, and hopefully we're gonna start seeing that pretty soon. So yeah, guys, overall, if I had to give this episode a rating, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Again, it was just so nice to see another amazing episode. Very well written, very well acted. Animation was again on point. I loved seeing Jack's story and the daughters, and I will miss the daughters, but they are officially now one of my favorite villains of this season. But who knows? Maybe we'll get another good villain. But yeah, guys. Other than that, I enjoyed this episode. I'm happy I watched it. These 3 episodes really are showing great stuff, great potential. And at this point, we're already going to be in for a kick-ass final season. So, yeah, guys, overall, if you enjoyed this live stream review, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below, what did you think of this episode? What were your thoughts on it? What did you think of the Daughters of Aku? Do you think they were good villains? Would you like to have seen more of them? What are your thoughts on Ashi? Do you think she's dead? Do you think we'll see her again? Let me know down below. Are you excited for the next episode now that we're going back to basically what it looks like? Now we're just getting back to, it's still going to be a continuing arc, but it is going to take a break to breathe. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this, then, of course, if this happens again, I'll just do a live stream review because it's a lot funner and you guys get to see how excited I am coming off watching an episode. So, yeah, I may do that. So, yes, guys, until then, this is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And until then, I'll see you for the next season. I'm sorry, for the next episode. Sorry, guys, my bad. I'll see you for the next episode. Later, guys.